Hello guys, and welcome back to Car Obsession. So as promised, here is the off-road review of the brand new Ford Ranger Raptor. Enjoy! Before I get started, if you've not watched my road review of the Raptor, you can watch it by clicking the link in the top right hand corner of your screen, but be sure to stick around for this video first. Right, let's climb aboard. Ugh. Right, so let's play a game. How long will it take for me to bash my head on this GoPro? So away we go. I've got 3 settings, so I can have it in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive with a high range gearbox, or 4-wheel drive with a low range gearbox. So I've put it straight into 4L. I've also got 6 settings. I've got something called a terrain management system, which sounds like something that should be presented using PowerPoint. But anyway, I digress. So you've got 6 settings. You have normal, of course. Sport, you have mud and sand, you've got Baja, you've got rock, and you've got, grass / gravel / snow. Yes, quite a lot to remember. So I'm going to put it into mud and sand for the time being. I also have a lock and diff if I need it. See how we get on. In case you're wondering where I am at John Morgan 4x4. I would thoroughly recommend coming down here. The staff are very friendly. This is my first time here, and it's only £32 for the whole day. £32, bargain. Right, so I'm going to take track 2 because track 1 is a little bit narrow in places, and as you can probably tell, the Ranger is quite a wide car, well, the Ranger Raptor, I should say. So compared to the standard Ranger, in fact this one over there, you might see it out of shot, well, just behind me. Compared to the standard Ranger, the Raptor has a track that is 150mm wider. This also has beefier suspension, so this has shock absorbers built by Fox, which allow for greater suspension travel compared to the standard Ranger, and this is definitely the more rugged out of the 2 models. At each corner, I have chunky BF Goodrich tyres, which are 838mm in diameter. They have a profile of 70 and they are 285mm wide. They are built for all terrain, so they're very chunky and very knobbly, which is what you want for this kind of environment. Right. So let's go left down here, bit of an angle. So let's speak about the important aspects of off-roading. For starters, the ground clearance for the Raptor is 283mm, which is a fair bit more compared to the standard Ranger, as that has 237mm. It's also better than the Mercedes X-Class and the Volkswagen Amarok. So if you're looking for a pickup truck that can do some serious bit of off-roading, you have to take a look at the Raptor. In regard to the departure angles, approach angles and the ramp breakover angles, they are also better compared to the X-Class and the Amarok. For those of you that love your off-roading stats, let me go into more details on the driving angles offered by the Ranger Raptor. The approach angle is 32.5 degrees, the departure angle, without the tow bar attached, is 27 degrees. The ramp breakover angle is 24 degrees, which is actually a little bit less than the standard Ranger, and the tilt angle is 35 degrees, which isn't quite as good as the Amarok or the S-Class. Wading depth, well, in the Raptor it's 850mm, which again is better than the X-Class and the Amarok, and also the standard Ranger. The standard Ranger has a wading depth of 800mm. So speaking of wading, come on, you can do it. Oh dear, I've got stuck. No, I haven't. Ha ha ha! Yes! I was a little bit concerned there. I lost momentum. That was a rookie mistake. I didn't realise it was quite steep. Oh, Didn't realise it's quite steep as that. But we got through it.
I think my heart stopped for a minute then.
Your heart stopped? I myself.
Well, at least it fits in with the mud.
It's really impressive that I can do this sort of thing. Oh, breathe in. It's really impressive that I can do this sort of thing, but I still have mod cons. I still have navigation. Although, let's face it, through here it's kind of pointless. Big water splash. Right, how deep is this? Just go through it. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. If this can't put a smile on your face, then I think you need to reassess your life. Right, let's test up the hill descent. Not the biggest hill, but still hope to get a good idea. Right, so feet off the brakes. Well, going down a little bit faster than I anticipated, but the car has slowed itself quite nicely. Now the Raptor may be wider than its standard stablemate, but you do get lots of protection just in case you happen to hit a rock or anything like that. So you've got lots of cladding on the outside, and in fact that front bash plate is 60% more strengthened than before. So yes, even through the most treacherous conditions, the Raptor should be able to protect itself. If anything, Mother Nature needs to protect herself from this beast. Speaking of Mother Nature, she did try to fight dirty with the Raptor. Even Mother Nature can't stop the fearsome Ranger Raptor. Come down here.
You want me to bend down in this mud?
You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to.
That look says you are.
I'm not. You have a choice here. Look at that, can you see that? I've got a branch stuck right in here. And it's quite a long branch. Because
Ford are branching out.
Oh, that's an awful joke. So if you actually go towards the middle of the car, hopefully the viewers can see. Yeah, it's quite a long branch, and it's pretty much on the inside of one of the... It's actually almost jammed into the inside of the alloy. So yeah, that will need to be removed. Yeah, look at that brute strength. Look at that. Bear Grylls, eat your heart out.
Wow, and that's a big one.
Do you like my big stick? And I'll tell you what I find quite amazing about the Raptor is it is a wide vehicle, but through here it doesn't actually feel overly big. That may sound like a mad thing to say, but it actually feels quite manoeuvrable. The steering works with you well. Yes, as I said on the road, the steering is quite vague. Lock to lock you need 3.5 turns, but this is where it makes sense out here. And the proper muddy stuff. There's plenty of grip on offer, and to be honest, this little track here is probably a little bit too easy for the Ranger. Now there are harder tracks here, but Ford are quite keen to get the car back in one piece, so I don't want to push the limit too much. Obviously getting stuck in that large puddle, well I say puddle, it's more like a lake. Getting stuck in that lake earlier did make my heart skip a few beats, but we got through it. Right, let the hill descent do its thing. I don't need to brake. Don't need to brake. Let's see how we get on up here. Oh, cool. Bit of a jolt. Right, where am I going to go from here? Let's go right. Oh, I think I have to go through the puddle. Why not? He says, big branch there. Didn't see that.
Stop.
Oh, just attacked my GoPro. Oh, blimey, that's deeper than I was expecting. That's twice I've misjudged the depth of water. But again, the Raptor has shone through with its ability. Right, let's bang a left here. Oh, the hill descent has kicked in, so it just eases me down gently and up this incline. See nothing but sky. Right, and let's go down here. Just watch out for the branch. See, this is where the Raptor really starts to make sense. I know it's quite deep to the right hand side, so I'm going to go this way. This is so much fun. Let's test the suspension travel here. That's quite a big drop, yet the Raptor barely disturbed the cabin. This is impressive stuff. Right, this will be a really good test for the suspension travel because there's quite a drop on the left-hand side. Well, you know what? That wasn't quite as bumpy as I was expecting.
There's loads of bumps and divots over there. Do you think it would handle that?
Oh, let's find out.
I'm not getting out and pushing.
I think there might be a little bit too steep for the Ranger. It has got quite a long wheelbase.
Let's go through that bit. It'll get through that.
Yeah, this is
up.
easy stuff for the Raptor. Oh, oh. See, in something like a chimney, I probably would have got concussion, but in this, my cranium is still intact. This can pretty much go anywhere you damn well please. So you look at this and you may think, oh, I bet it's all show and no go. Well, it is when it comes to the engine, but for the off-road capabilities, this is a proper piece of kit. The Ford Performance team have done very well here. If I had a hat, I would take it off to you guys and ladies. Whew. Didn't need a break after all of that. That's very exhilarating. But as I'm sure you saw, the Ranger Raptor is really capable off-road. So Ford Performance, you have done a great job here. It must be quite the obstacle to stop the Ranger Raptor because it feels like it can go anywhere. Really, really great engineering. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If so, be sure to like, subscribe, and to ring my bell so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.